Have you ever realized that the person who hurt you may not be the one who makes you suffer the longest, but rather the way you keep holding on to that story in your heart? There are wounds that happen only once, but because we cannot let them go, we silently relive that pain. Day after day. A hurtful sentence, a moment of being looked down on, an old unfair situation, keeps repeating in the mind, making the heart heavier without us noticing. So, learning to let go is not weakness, and it is not losing. It is a very great strength of a person who has understanding. A person who knows how to cultivate is not someone who has never been angry, but someone who knows how to gradually shorten the time they keep anger in the heart. From being angry for many years, then only a few months, a few days, you one night, until the very moment discomfort arises, we are already aware of it and gently let it go. That is when we begin to have freedom within our own inner world. The most frightening thing is not that someone once hurt us, but that after it happened, we continue making ourselves suffer many more times. That person may have hurt us only once, but if every day we remember it again, keep blaming, keep holding tightly to that wounded feeling, then it is we ourselves who are prolonging our own suffering. Resentment is like holding a burning piece of coal in your hand while waiting to throw it at someone else. Before you can throw it, your own hand is already burned. It is also like carrying a sack of stones on your shoulder. The longer you walk, the more tired you become. The longer you hold on, the heavier it gets. So letting go does not mean denying the pain, and it certainly does not mean ignoring right and wrong in a blind way. Letting go means stopping what has already passed from continuing to imprison you. When we understand that, we will see that letting go is not losing anything, but reclaiming the peace that was taken away long ago from within our own heart. So, if today in your heart there is still an old matter you cannot forget, there is still a person whose name makes your heart feel heavy, then begin practicing letting go from this very moment. Do not wait until you are completely exhausted before learning how to lighten your heart. Do not wait for another storm in life before turning back to care for your mind. Try pausing for a moment, breathing more slowly, and honestly ask yourself, by holding on to this for so long, am I truly becoming more peaceful? If the answer is no, then it is time to begin putting it down. Maybe today you cannot let go completely, but if you can mention it a little less, feed that emotion a little less, allow your heart to circle around that old wound a little less, then that is already progress. Each day a little lighter, and one day you will realize that you are no longer being controlled by the past. But letting go is not only about forgetting a sadness, it is also about not continuing to create more karmic entanglements in the present. There are times when we are insulted, misunderstood, treated unfairly, and the natural reaction is to answer back, to compete, to strike back so that the heart may feel relieved. But the more we respond with anger, the more we bind ourselves into a new vicious cycle. From one matter to another, from one person to another, the heart remains restless because it refuses to stop. The ancients taught that enmity should be resolved, not tied into tighter knots, because as long as we still want to win at all costs, suffering will continue to stretch on. When someone hands us a ball of fire, the wisest thing is not to grab it and throw it back, but not to receive it at all. Only when we stop feeding anger, stop creating new karma, can that spiral of conflict finally have a chance to close. That is not weakness, but a very deep kind of strength belonging to the one who knows how to guard the heart. In the end, the most precious thing that letting go brings is not that we defeat someone, but that we rescue ourselves from long days of heaviness. When we know how to see anger as just an emotion that will also pass, know how to stop before saying words that wound each other, know how to release instead of clinging tightly, then step by step we are undoing the knots of suffering within ourselves. Life is not long, and the human heart is so easily filled with affliction. The slower we are to let go, the more tired we become. The longer we hold on, the heavier we feel. So I hope that from today on, each of us will practice living a little more lightly, a little more gently, and a little more compassionately so that we may return peace to our own hearts. If you find these reflections meaningful, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who may need healing. Your companionship will be the motivation for this channel to continue spreading peaceful and positive content each day.